8.04 Wrapping Up. This flip lesson goes along with Human Odyssey reading pages 668 to 681 and student guide pages 417 to 418. What you should be able to do when you finish this lesson. Summarize some of the historical events from Part 4 of your Human Odyssey book and lessons. Lesson Introduction, Wrapping Up. Every era is full of history, but it seems that some periods of time have more history than others. The period from the mid-19th century through the early 20th century is one of those times. It just seems to be bursting at the seams with important events, inventive individuals, and world-changing innovations. Men and women were busy making progress on several fronts, but humanity was headed for one of the greatest catastrophes of any age. With the outbreak of World War I, the optimism of the age came to an abrupt halt. Important people. Sun Yat-sen helped set up the first republic in China, while Mohandas Gandhi was marching in South Africa for the rights of Indians in India. A notable event. The Titanic was supposedly an unsinkable ship, but on its first voyage it plunged beneath the waters of the Atlantic. Unification. Mazzini and Garibaldi helped unite Italy, and Otto von Bismarck formed Germany into a single nation. Nationalism and a sense of belonging made people flock to the Renaissance cities. The two main consequences of the American Civil War were the end of slavery and the country, the United States, remained a single nation. Canals were made for shorter travel time. The Suez Canal in Egypt provided European powers with a shortcut to Asia. The Panama Canal at the Isthmus of Panama linked the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Ism, nationalism, imperialism, racism. Imperialism is concerned with the building of empires. Racism teaches the superiority of one group of people over another, such as when it was said that the sun never set on the British Empire. Nationalism is concerned with one's feeling a strong sense of duty or belonging to their own country. Revolts. Nationalism, national rights, and self-rule are Western ideas that helped inspire revolt by subject peoples against world empires. European empires. Two great empires whose European subjects began to struggle for their freedom were the Habsburg or Austro-Hungarian Empire and the Ottoman Empire. New innovations made life easier. By the early 20th century, electricity powered many factories and helped light up homes and streets. The telephone, telegraph, and radio improved communication links between nations. Skyscrapers, which are high-rise buildings, began to appear in cities. Electric trolleys and underground trains were new methods of transportation in cities. The Brooklyn Bridge in New York City is a suspension bridge and is made of twisted cables. Henry Ford invented the assembly line, which produced automobiles cheaply and efficiently. By 1914, air travel companies were developing in America and Europe. World War I. World War I plunged Europe into a conflict that would involve much of the world. Changes with both good and not so good consequences. Wow, there were a lot of changes during this time period. Most people would say that some of those changes were very good, but that some had both good and bad consequences. Some changes had only negative results. For example, the automobile improved transportation, provided new jobs in automobile manufacturing and related fields, and made travel possible for many more people than any early invention. With that being said, the automobile was a major cause of air pollution and traffic deaths. This is just one example of a both good and not so good development and consequence. I challenge you to think of others. Knowledge is power, change is inevitable, so keep on learning. Thank you for joining me for this lesson.